Hello again and welcome back to the PhatPhish Guitar Studio, where today we're going to be doing a review of this. It's the Bad Monkey Tube Overdrive pedal from Digitech. Okay, so this is a fairly classic tube overdrive pedal. It's called a tube overdrive, there isn't actually any tubes in it, it's all solid state. According to the box, it's a smooth, overdriven vintage tube amp sound. Faithfully maintains the guitar tone, and it has amp and mixer outputs. So let's have a look at what we've got. Got the pedal itself packaged up. I'll have a closer look at that in a minute. Also in the box we've got the warranty card, instruction manual, which is reasonably comprehensive, and also a little catalogue of all the Digitech stomp boxes. This is quite good. In a way, I suppose it's an advert for the whole range to encourage you to go out and buy more product. But what it does have for each effect is some suggested settings. So this is it. Quite a nicely made pedal. Nice solid metal construction. Nice big foot switch. Nice quiet operation with a big non-slip rubber pad there and non-slip rubber on the back, so if you're going to put this on the floor rather than attaching it to a pedal board, it's not going to slip around. Input on that side as you'd expect, and two outputs. One's a regular output to go to a guitar amplifier, the other one goes to a mixer. This is quite cool for a pedal at this price point. What they've got inside is some basic like speaker emulation, so it takes all the really nasty top end out that you would normally lose in your guitar signal chain, but you don't want to go into a PA or a mixer if you want to take a DI out, so mix or recording or whatever, you can use that output. So we'll have a listen to that later on and see how that sounds. In terms of controls, we've got level, bass, treble and gain, so it's fairly simple, and nice prominent red LED there. Battery in this is actually under the foot switch part. Access to it is by, there's two little spring pins either side of the pedal. It says in the instruction manual it's designed you can just prod it with a guitar lead. I'm going to use here is just a Allen key off my Floyd Rose. Just push the pin in and pedal part lifts up, and in there you've got your battery, and this pedal does actually ship with a battery. So I think this is quite nice for the price point. It's very competitively priced. We'll talk more about the price later, but the fact that they chuck a battery in, I think it's quite good, and it's a nice solid battery connection there. So all in all, quite a tidy little unit. In terms of size, to give you a comparison, just lean down here to my pedal board. Good yardstick is the Boss pedal. Everyone's seen a Boss pedal, everyone's had one at some point in their life or used one. So in terms of height, pretty similar. In terms of footprint, pretty similar. Weight wise, Digitech slightly lighter, but if you're talking about the Boss as being like your standard stomp box, Digitech's pretty much in the same sort of league in terms of size and weight. Okay, what I'm going to do now is get this plugged in, hooked up to the amp, and we'll hear how it sounds. Okay, so for the sound samples here, I'm going to be using this guitar, so my old Bradley Les Paul Junior style guitar, which was recently finished refurbishing. Sound wise, this is fairly Les Paul-y, solid mahogany body, quite Gibson-y sort of pickups on it. So I'll give you a listen to that just on the clean channel, so you've got some reference tones, and then we'll run through some sounds on the Bad Monkey. Okay, so to start off with then, here's just a clean, so like a reference tone. This is just the amp with a little bit of reverb on it, but no other effects. And for all of these sound samples, I'm going to be using the bridge pickup on its own with the volume and tone on full. To get a basic idea of what the pedal sounds like, here it is with all the controls set at 12 o'clock. turning the drive down low. And this is it with the drive up full. To get an idea on the tonal possibilities with the pedal, keep the drive on about 12 o'clock, turn the treble up full and the bass down to minimum. It sounds like this. And reversing that, putting the bass up full and taking away all of the treble. I've been playing around with the pedal a little bit and kind of come up with a sound out of it which I really like using. And a way that I've found is quite nice to use it is in conjunction with either a clean amp sound like these samples we've been hearing, or a dirty channel with the overdrive added in. So by way of reference, this is the sound just on its own. This is the dirty channel on the amp, just on its own without the pedal. And then we can put the two together, and I really like the way it sounds. It doesn't get really muddy and indistinct. It just gives you a really nice overdriven sound that really sings. Now, one feature I mentioned before was this second output. This is the mixer out. So what I'll do by way of comparison is we'll plug it back in and let you hear this through the amp with its speaker emulation, and then we'll switch and I'll just use the output from the pedal because it's going to be going from guitar to pedal to the mixer. I'll turn the reverb off on the amp, so you're hearing the dry signal as it comes out of the pedal and the dry signal as it comes out of the amp, no other effects in line. there you go, that was the sound of the Bad Monkey. Verdict on it? I really like this pedal. It's good, no nonsense overdrive pedal. It's got plenty gain without being silly distortion pedal. Now, I've used some drive pedals in the past and they've had some drive, but it's like the sound of an amp just starting to break up. This kind of goes a little bit further, so you've got plenty of range. The EQ, you can dial in a tone, there's plenty of range in the bass and treble controls there, and plenty of lift on the level if you want to use it to give you a volume boost as well, and to drive the amp a little bit more. What I have to say about this is the price point. The retail on this, if you're looking on the online retailers, they're saying about £49 at the minute. I'm recording this back end of March 2015. The actual retail price on these, you can get them for change out of £25. This one I actually picked up at one of the online retailers for £20.50, which is an absolute steal for what it is. You know, we look at some of the more boutique overdrive pedals, cost well in excess of £100, and this I think does the job really well. It's all solid state, there's no digital modelling there, but it sounds fine. You know, the fact that it's not super high-end 21st century whizzy digital modelling technology doesn't matter. It's just a good solid state thing. Yeah, nothing is going to sound like a tube. You need tubes, you know, in a preamp, but for something that they can just put into a pedal, stick it on your pedal board for £20.50, really, it's madness not to. I would strongly recommend you go and check this pedal out for yourself. Okay, so just to round things off, swap guitars and let you hear how this sounds with the Strat, so you can hear like a single coil sort of sound with it. I'll just dial in what's sort of my preferred settings on the pedal, have a bit of a jam and let you hear that. As always, thanks very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already to the YouTube channel, please do so. If you are subscribed, thanks very much for your subscription, really appreciate it. Okay, let's have a bit of a jam and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.